baby. I know there's probably better phones out there, but I've had Sonys for, God, it must be near a decade now. I've had that many different ones. I've had the Xperia X before, now we're going to the Xperia XA2. It's not the like flagship model, but I think that's like the XZ2 or something like that, but everything about this and the stats is better than this, so and I'm fine with that phone at the minute, so I'll be happy with this. Maybe in the next couple of years I'll look at a different brand and see what's actually best, but for now, I like my Sony's me. Oh, right, a bit of a late starting video in the day, this one guys. I think this video is going to be like a mixture of so many days or so, just showing you the things that I got ready for MIMMS, before MIMMS, in the space between the brake pad install and the actual MIMMS video. So we're just going to go and quickly meet my dad because I want to have a look underneath the car because it's still scraping on like speed bumps and things and like really heavy dips, and I thought it was the inspection tray. I don't think it is. I think the actual under tray itself, after looking, is not fitted correctly and it's bowing down. So we're going to get it up on a ramp and we're going to have a look, see if we can fix that today. Also again, quick reminder, if you are wanting any FN Lube merch, click on the link in the description or the little eye thing that goes to the top of the screen, you know what I'm talking about, to go to the Kickstarter page where you can either get hoodies or t-shirts. They are limited time and you don't have to pay till the end of the 30 days where the project is on, so go and have a look if you're interested. Right, next day, completely scratched that. We went and sorted it out, I just couldn't film where we were to sort out the under tray. It wasn't the inspection panel, the actual under tray itself, and with the bumper, because it connects to the bumper with loads of clips and screws like when we were showing you before and how to take the bumper off. There were a few of mine missing when I got to it and a little bit more missing by the time I'd done with it. I think what actually happened on the way to Jackfest where the tray came down is I think because it was loose, air got in there, forced the plastic of the under tray away from the bumper and like dumped the tray down from air force basically. But now we tucked it back in, so now it's nice and flush, there's no bowing or anything like that, and it's probably more secure than since before I actually got the car, so we know it's going to be alright on track. No bits of bodywork flopping around underneath the car, that's better, and I'm not scraping any speed bumps now, so that's good. I've also been like bedded the brakes in a little bit. They frigging stop. They are really, really good. They stunk, but I'm sure that's a good thing because that shows they've been worn in a little bit. There were plenty of brake dust by the time I got home. Sat it in gear for a bit with the no handbrake or anything like that, just so that it wasn't gonna bait the pads onto the disc. That's the worst thing you can do. Let them cool down first. Hopefully they'll be more ready than they would have been for the track when we get there. I've got a little bit of time before work, and I mean a little bit of time, so I'm sorry if this video doesn't go according to plan again, but I'm going to try and get the rear seats out. I was contemplating whether doing it before, I don't know whether I should have done, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to take them out. It's going to be better with anything where your momentum changes, like braking is going to be better, acceleration is going to be better, the handling is going to be better because there's not going to be as much bias in the back of the car. Ballast, not bias. And I know I've heard it's something like I don't know, like 40 odd kilos or something that you're going to lose from taking them out. So it says there's a couple of bolts online, so let's just see if we can get them out quickly before we go to work. I know it's probably the most awkward way of doing it, but I don't like changing my driving position to get in the back, and I don't want to turn the car around because I've never gone on this drive forward and I don't think I'll be able to manage it because I can't use the mirrors. It's a really thin drive. I'm going to try and get in the booth, put one of the seats down forward, have a look at the other one backwards and see if we can get to the bolts and take them out that way. So let's begin. Right, it looks like there's some nuts on the front and the front of the seat when you lift it up, and there might be some at the back as well, so I'm probably going to have to lift both ways to get it all out. But I need to find out what socket size I need first. It looks like a big one, I'm not going to lie. Let's try 14. Oh yes, bagged on 14 mil. No. For some reason on that side it seems like it needs one size bigger, unless I was just wrong in the first place. I knew it'd be too good to be true. Right, it was a 14 mil.
It's just the sock, because the bolt was quite long, I couldn't get the socket onto it, so I've just used a spanner instead. That one sent pretty tight, and it was tight all the way up the thread of the bolt, so I think when we put these in, we'll probably put some Loctite on them when we put them back in after the event, simply because it's to do with safety, it's to bolt your seats down. So yeah, I'll probably put some Loctite on them when we put them back. We'll get the back bolts out and proper press for time, see if we can get at least, well, if they're two separate pieces, at least one of them are. Oh, it's the same ones at the back as it was at the front. I will show you quickly. Oh, let's just get in here. If you move all this fabric back and this piece of polystyrene, you've got a bolt there and a bolt just a bit further back behind it. Now if you look, oh, let me just get in, and then there's another one on the other side for the other seat. Yeah, there's one back there. If you notice, there's a clip just there. I think that's for the seatbelt sensor, so you should be able to just disconnect that from this bracket. I don't know if you look there, it's hard to see, you can't really see it, but there's a line here which is the seatbelt sensor that goes into the other seat, so hopefully that doesn't actually go into the seat and just goes into the seat belt. So they are 14mm as well. Let's get them out and get these bad boys out. Right, no more messing around. This is the last day before MIMMS. These seats are coming out and then I'm going to detail the car. I've got every single bolt out ready to take these seats out yesterday morning before work, but I got stumped by this little bugger here. Now this here is the bracket for the seat belt, not for the actual seat. The bracket for the seat is up here. Now looking at that, there's actually a little, like a lever here that's attached to the seat, and but to connect that to the seat belt, there is a bit better, there we go, there's a spring here on two hooks. Now I couldn't get this off with my hand because, as you could see there, that spring is strong enough for me to lift the seat with it, so that's quite sturdy. What I'm going to try and do is get some pliers and take it out from the bottom one there, I think. Let's just get focus again. Yeah, take that bottom one out through there, and hopefully I can take the spring out with the seat and leave the bracket down. Otherwise I'd have to take that bolt off there on the side of the seat and I'd have that flapping all over the place. I'd probably tape it down but I'd rather take that off than have to take care of all these rubber washers and all this kind of stuff through here. Less things to lose, put it that way. Right guys, we just about managed it. What I managed to do, instead of doing it on the bottom one, I've done it on the top one. So the spring is loose to the seatbelt mount. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see it there in my fingers. So that is going to be loose, so I might just tear that down if I can. But it's better than trying to take all this bracket off for the seatbelt, or trying to take this bolt off here. So it's just that's unhooked. I couldn't get to the bottom one to do it easily. So what I did is I bent the spring, like tried to bend it side on, and as I bent it side on to this hole, I got the pliers in there and yanked it out basically. So yeah, it'll be fine, don't worry, you've got to be quite strong with it. Right, let's get these bad boys out and weight reduction, bro. This is literally the first time I've been able to say that and actually have weight reduction. Oh, and I can't wait to hear like the sound difference of not having these in the back. Hopefully it's a little bit louder. Stop scratching my plastic. Right, so that's one. Yeah. Until you start taking these out, you really don't realise how much they actually weigh. That wasn't proper lifting. You dirty, dirty girl. What I'm actually going to do as well is I'm going to put all the bolts and nuts that we took out and put them back on where they've come from. So one, I'm not going to lose them, and two, I know exactly where they're going to go. Oh, what is this? Oh, somebody must have had a good time back here because some girl left her shoe. If you're one of the ex-owners, bit on the side, left your shoe. Right then guys, so if you ever want to take the back seats out, this is literally how easy the job is. You pull this material back where the seats would normally be here, you're going to have a bolt there, It's easier if you put the seats down as well, so you can get to these bits. There is a piece of plastic on either side that goes all the way across. Now if you pull it back, you can see it hooks under there. Literally, bed it down, pull it out. That's all you need to do with that, and it'll just sit like that. Just be careful with it on your plastic. So there's a bolt there, and not bolt and nut there as well. They need to come off. Then you've got to go to the middle section. It's these 3 bolts here. So that's for the left seat, that's for the middle bit, and the right seat, where those brackets are. That little clip there will be inside of one of the brackets, so you just need to pinch that with some pliers and push it out. That's the line for the seatbelt sensor that goes into here. And then the only other thing is this spring that's going to be onto like an arm that's on the seats. Bend that and some pliers and pull that out as well, and that's that done. That's spring loaded in a different way. I don't know why they're different, unless you want to explain that in the comments, but that is literally it. Oh, but make sure you undo the bars that go under here first, so that when you lift them out, they're not going to be stuck in the ground. And that is basically that. Right, so, oh god, my voice is, I need to drink something. So that concentration and gritting my teeth washing car. So the cars are now washed. Fingers crossed it doesn't rain tonight, even though it does say it's cloudy. Hopefully it says it's not going to rain. The wheels are clean and dried. I've washed the tyres as well, but I'm going to wash where we put the... Oh, sorry, I didn't even tell you what we're doing. I'm going to put the tyre paint on now. Yeah, apparently you have to wash where you're going to do it a bit more thoroughly, so there's no like oils coming out. And I've seen somebody else use like window glass cleaner just on where they want to do it, just be a bit more thorough, be like a toothbrush. So I'm going to try that, then I'm going to put it on, and then we're going to use the tyre dressing. I usually use Maguire's gel, which is quite a heavy duty one. Now I'm going to use the Auto Glim instant one, which is, you said to spray it on it, but it's like so dangerous just trying to spray it onto the tyre. So I'm going to spray it onto the cloth and cover it over, because apparently once the paint's dry you can use tyre slick over it. Fingers crossed. First, give it a little shake. This were like £2 off eBay, tyre paint pens. You can find them anywhere. Well, you can find loads of them, that's what I mean. Either like pump it into the nib, so I'm just going to do a few pumps. Probably better doing this on paper, but I'm doing this on my nail mat. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, so the car is all prepped. It's about 7 in the evening. I'm going to spend some time with Francesca, hopefully. She's not too mad at me. Right, I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. Before I do go, I should do a couple of shout outs to some other people, some close friends actually. They're both other YouTubers and they've done shout outs for me before, and I've never really done that for other people before, and it's quite kind of them to do that, so I can only return the favour because they really do deserve the recognition. One being an old school friend of mine, Alistair. His channel is Autistic Al. If you want to have a look, I'll put a link. Well, I'll show you what it is now. I'll try and link if I know how to do that with the channel. But anyway, it does a lot of meme based things and comedy sketches, so if you want a quick laugh, or if you're not offended by like dark humour and things like that, then go and give that a watch. It's the amount of editing, you can tell he puts quite a lot of work into it, even for a small clip, so I've got to give him a shout out. And the other one is actually Stealth Brothers. I've got to shout you out just simply because, one, you've done that for me. I really appreciated that. If you want to see that, go and watch his video about giving away, well, not giving away, selling it obviously, his old FN2. He now no longer has an FN2, and whilst I'm filming this video, I don't actually know what he's got yet. So something that he said that I really agree with is the fact of we both had the same car, just basically in a different colour. We both do similar kind of content, and it is very easy to be envious of things that somebody does in their video. Oh, that video's gone really well, why isn't mine like that gone very well? Or you're looking at subscriber counts and things like that, but never in a way of upset or nastiness. And it is one thing that I've learned from
how important the community of you guys is, it's also important the community of YouTubers itself. And it's very important to support each other and make sure that you're not putting somebody else in bad taste or anything like that. Just keeping everybody motivated and on the same track. And for Stealth, I wish you the best with your new adventures with your new car. I can't wait to see that. And hopefully I could bump into you at some point and we can get a video done no matter what it is. I'm sure it's going to be good, because every time one of you guys come up to me at any events, they always say, oh, I watch you when I watch Stealth Brothers. So that's really cool, and I thought you should know that, to be fair, because I don't think you realise how much recognition you actually have until you hear it from somebody. So yeah, after that I want to end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the MIMMS video, because obviously that was on before this one. Let's pretend I enjoyed the event. Yeah, oh, it was so good, I loved MIMMS. Please like and subscribe if you do want to see any more videos on my channel. If you haven't checked out the MIMMS video already, please go and do that, because I have no doubt it's going to be a cool day. Really good. Click the little bell button so it reminds you when a fresh video comes on if you want to keep up to date. I try and upload at a minimum every Thursday evening at 5 o'clock. And until next time, guys, like you always say, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
That's the nib. What the hell? Can I get this brand again?